As one of the most powerful, merciless and unstoppable warrior races in the universe, it goes without saying that if the Daleks ever mastered the power of invisibility, they would become the most deadly threat that history has ever known. While they have attempted subterfuge, manipulation and sabotage in the past, the Daleks' true strength is often in their sheer numbers and overwhelming firepower, and they will often only defer to guile or infiltration as a backup strategy. Nonetheless, there have been attempts by the Daleks to master invisibility in the past, which would allow them to create stealth units capable of untold chaos and destruction across the civilized systems. The most prominent of these gambits took place on Spyridon, a jungle planet populated by various deadly forms of plant life, as well as a humanoid species who had developed a natural defense against their harsh homeworld, invisibility. The Daleks conquered Spyridon and enslaved the Spyridons, conducting experiments on them to attempt to extract the gift of invisibility from their physiology. After many months of testing, the Dalek scientists finally succeeded, but while the initial Dalek test subjects could achieve complete invisibility, they were also afflicted with an unexpected side effect: light wave sickness. Light wave sickness was an affliction brought on by extended periods of complete invisibility, which was fatal to Daleks but not to the Spyridons. The Daleks encountered this major roadblock in their efforts to develop invisible stealth Daleks and could not overcome it in time to save the initial test subjects, who all perished. Despite this, the progress that the scientists had made in achieving any kind of invisibility at all was considered satisfactory by the Dalek Supreme, who was more concerned with rogue Spyridons, Thal insurgents, and the interference of the Third Doctor and Jo Grant than with the progress on the invisibility experiments. As such, the project was seemingly deprioritised when the Supreme Dalek exterminated the Spyridon section leader and assumed control of the facility. A later contingent of Daleks that occupied Spyridon attempted to restart the invisibility experiments, using the Seventh Doctor's knowledge to attempt to overcome light wave sickness. However, the Doctor used this against the Daleks and released a contagion which gave them all light wave sickness, ending the Dalek occupation of the planet. Despite the immense advantages it would bring to them, during the Time War the Daleks did not seem to experiment with invisibility, though the Dalek Overseer did consider the Spyridon operation during his analysis of previous Dalek scientific efforts. The Daleks were seemingly unable to overcome the issue of light wave sickness, rendering individual invisibility impossible for them, but they were later able to perfect a method of turning an entire planet invisible, which they did to Skaro in order to hide it from the rest of the universe following the New Dalek Paradigm's reconstruction of the Dalek Empire. What do you think? Do you think Daleks need the ability of invisibility? Why do you think they were unable to overcome light wave sickness? And do you think the Daleks will ever try to learn to turn invisible again? Let me know in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.